Hello, dear students. So now today we would move ahead in this second chapter of class sixth mathematics, that is playing with numbers. Okay. So as I was just telling you how to find out the SCF using the prime factorization method that we have already discussed. Okay. So now today we are to discuss here the second method, that is Euclid division algorithm. So by this one method, again we are to find out the SCF now. Okay. So how to find out the SCF using the Euclid division algorithm? So I have taken a question here. You have to find out the SCF of 300 and 450. So simple. If you have the smaller number, then it is easy to have the prime factorization of those numbers. So that is why you can find out the SCF of the smaller numbers. Okay, but if the numbers are in hundreds and thousands, so it is not easy to find out the prime factorization of those numbers. So for that we are using the Euclid division algorithm. If the numbers are bigger, remember this, if the numbers are bigger, so use their Euclid division algorithm. It would be easy to find out the SCF by this one method. Okay, so let me tell you this one method. Let's say you are to find out the SCF of 300 and 450. So what we would do, we would divide this greater number by the smaller number. We would divide the greater number by the smaller number. How to divide? Algorithm means steps, that you have to remember. Algorithm means steps. So you have some steps here. In those steps you would be finding out the SCF. Okay, Euclid division algorithm. Euclid has proposed this. Okay, so here you are to divide the greater number by the smaller number, that is 300. So now if you are dividing it, how many times it will go? One time. 300 1 ja 300, isn't it? And the remainder is 150. Okay, now remember, if you are getting a remainder, then that one remainder will again be the divisor now, and this will be the dividend. Okay, if you are getting a remainder, then again it would be a divisor, and the dividend would be the earlier one divisor. Earlier one means the previous one. What is the previous one at 300? So this one 300 you would be writing inside now. Okay, remember, if you are getting a remainder, then this one remainder would be the divisor now, and the previous one divisor would become the dividend here. Okay, now how many times it goes? If you see, 150 2 ja 300, so 2 times it is going. Now you have no remainder. Okay, had it been one more remainder here, then again it would have been the divisor, and this one would have been the dividend then. Okay, but you have no remainder here. You have got your answer. What is the answer then? 150. So we have the SCF. SCF is 150. Very easy method. Okay, okay, if you are doing the prime factorization of these two, it would be some bigger one. Okay, so this is why, that is why this one is some easier one method. Okay, and we are using it for the greater and the bigger one numbers. So SCF is how much here? Is the divisor which is going to divide completely. Okay, so that one divisor would be the SCF now here. Are you getting this? Okay, note it down. Now let me tell you this one. Here you have to find out the SCF of these two numbers. Again, these are bigger, so we are using the Euclid division algorithm. Algorithm means step. In step wise we are doing this, isn't it? Okay. So now here again the bigger number, that is 437, is to be divided by the smaller number. How many times it is going to be divided? I think only one time. So 399 1 309, and the remainder would be how much? Sorry. 17 minus 8 is 9, and then you have here 2. 12 minus 9 is 3. 38 is the remainder. Okay, now take it as the remainder. And now if you, now again, as I have told you in the previous one question, if you are getting a remainder, then that one remainder would become the divisor now, and the previous one divisor would become the dividend here. So previous one is what? 399. Now how many times it is divisible? It is some bigger number. You are going to divide 39 by 38. So 38 1 ja 38. What is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. And now this 19 would come. Now is this 19 divisible by 38? No. If it is not divisible, you would put here 0. Now again you are getting a remainder here. Getting or not? So if you are getting a remainder, then again this one remainder would become the divisor, and the previous one divisor would become the dividend. How many times it is divisible now? 19 2 ja 30. Completely divisible. So what would be the answer? HCF would be 19. Okay. Now let me tell you one more thing. If, remember this now, you would be getting this sort of questions ahead. Okay. If HCF is 1, you have two numbers and their HCF is 1, then you would say that the given numbers are co-prime numbers because they have only 1 as the common factor. Isn't it? Yes. Two numbers having the HCF 1 would be the co-prime number. Getting it? Getting it? Very good. But here you have the HCF 19, so these numbers are not co-prime. If the HCF is 1, then the numbers are co-prime. Okay, that you have to remember. I am telling it here. We would be using this in some other questions ahead. Okay, so just write it, note it down. Then after we would be doing the other questions. Write down the third question. Find out the HCF of 1045. That would be the third one. 1045 and 1520. So simple. Divide this by this. Okay. Try it yourself. Okay. I'm not going to teach all the time. Okay. So just do these questions. Okay. Now let me give you one more question. That would be the fourth one. Find out the HCF of let's say 350, 455, then one more 450, 560. Then you have sixth question, 665, 775. Then some more questions I am going to give you. 1000. Okay. Then you have some more here. 990 and 1990. Okay. So these are some questions which you have to try yourself. Okay. So that is all for today. We'll be discussing some more questions later in the upcoming lectures. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.